something I know about myself. I'm not a quitter. But one day I was in a coaching session and admitted that I'm not a quitter. And then out of my mouth came the words, and that makes it hard for me to let things go. And I realized that I had been holding on to all kinds of things because I'm not a quitter. I just don't like to quit things. I don't like to fail, I guess. But if you feel the same way, that you're not a quitter, I want you to think about all the things in your life you might be hanging on to that aren't serving you, that aren't on purpose for you, that don't make you happy. Think about relationships, for one. What relationships are you hanging on to that don't serve you, that don't make you happy, that aren't fulfilling just because you don't want to quit, you don't want to fail? Think about in your business, if you have a business, the projects you're hanging on to because you don't want to quit. I hung on to a book project for a number of years. It took me a year to compile this particular book project. And then the publisher decided to go in a different direction and drop the project, which they brought to me. It wasn't even my idea. And so then I spent like 2 more years trying to sell this project on my own. And even after that, I was trying to do something with it. And I couldn't let it go because I'd spent a year of my life doing it. Well, so what? It didn't serve me. It wasn't getting me where I wanted to go. It was just that I had done all this work and I didn't want to let it go. And I see that in my business a lot. Things that aren't really serving me, maybe not bringing in enough money, and I'm still hanging on to them. So what's with that? Well, it's because I don't like to quit. And so I don't let things go. So relationships, your business, your health, that's an easy one for me to think about because I like sweets. And I'm hanging on to eating sweets because, I don't know, I don't want to quit eating them. I'm not a quitter. I like those sweets. I don't want to quit on them. That's a kind of funky example, but you get the idea. So relationships that aren't working for you, like friendships, maybe your marriage, things in your work that aren't working for you anymore, and yet you're still hanging on to them because you don't want to quit. Maybe you've joined groups. Maybe the diet you're on isn't working. I was doing intermittent fasting for a long time. Everybody said that they lose all this weight, and I didn't lose any. So I was like, why am I still doing this? So your health, financial stuff, are you investing in something and it's not working, and yet you won't quit because you want to get your money back? But it's not working? So think about it. Do you see yourself as someone who is not a quitter? And if so, what are you not giving up because of that needs to be given up? So I want to go over a few questions that you can ask yourself to see whether something needs to be quit on, something needs to be let go. Okay, these are questions that I ask myself all the time. So number 1, is it on purpose? So I'm a big proponent of doing things that are on purpose for me. Now, I forget this sometimes, I'm human, but it's really important when you're in the midst of doing something and you feels like a challenge or a struggle, well, not so much a challenge, a struggle. Challenges are good, struggles not so much. So you're doing something and it feels like a struggle, it's not paying off the way you want it to, and you're still doing it because you don't want to quit. So is it on purpose for you? What is your purpose? I talk about purpose a lot. What's your big why? And does this thing that you don't want to quit on, that you don't want to give up, does it serve your purpose? Does it help you fulfill your purpose? If it's not, then you don't want to do it, right? So is it on purpose? Is it serving my purpose? Is it moving my purpose forward? Is it aligned with my purpose? If not, then let it go. The other thing to ask yourself is it serving me? So beyond purpose, is this thing that you don't want to quit on, that you don't want to let go of, is it serving you in some way? Is it making you happier? Is it paying your bills? Is it making you healthier? Is it feeding something deep inside, some need you have? Because if it's serving you, then it may be worth doing, but not always. I have a project that I've been doing for years, and it's never made me a lot of money. It feels on purpose in terms of how I'm helping people, but I put in a lot of hours and I get very little financial return, and I could be spending my time on other things. So that's not serving me. Not serving me. As I talk about that, I'm like, Nina, do something about it. Right? So you might have a relationship that isn't serving you. Maybe you have a friendship with someone who you always feel bad after you talk to them. I had a friend like that, and every time I left her home, I felt really lousy about myself. And so I thought, that's just not serving me. I need to let it go. I need to quit this friendship. I do. And I don't quit friendships very easily. I'm very loyal, but I quit that one. The other thing to ask yourself is, does it inspire me or bring me joy or fill some need I have for creativity or challenge or connection, right? So these are just a few needs. So think about that. Is it inspiring you? Is it bringing you joy, making you feel fulfilled in some way? If it is, then you probably don't have a need to quit it. But if it's not bringing you joy, not making you happy, if it's not fulfilling you in some way, if it's not inspiring you, if it's not feeding your passion, if it's not making you feel more alive, then so maybe it's time to quit. Maybe it's time to quit. So here's the thing. I believe we have a negative connotation to the word quit. At least I do. For me, quitting means failing. And I want to tell myself, as well as you, that quitting is not failing. Quitting is making a choice. It's a decision. Okay, we decide. We make a choice about what's best for us, and we decide, and then we take action. And the action is to let it go, to quit. And that can be a positive thing, because you know what? They always say, when one door closes, another opens. So close the door on the things that don't work for you and open the door to something else. Get rid of the stuff that's not working for you. Quit it. Let it go so that you have space in your life for something new. That's how you're going to open up to possibilities, to opportunities, and to living your life more fully. So that's my challenge to you today, is change the connotation you have to the word quit. Change the meaning, change your beliefs around this idea that quitting is bad, and instead make quitting a positive thing that moves you forward, okay? And the other part of the challenge is to think about what isn't serving you, what's not on purpose for you, what doesn't make you feel fulfilled, joyful, inspired, and quit. Quit those things, let them go, okay? That's the challenge. I'm Nina Amir. I'm the Inspiration to Creation coach. I help people get from where they are to where they want to go with nothing getting in the way, especially themselves. You're the only thing in your way. I help people combine their passion and their purpose so they get inspired. And when they get inspired, they can figure out the next best thing for them to do, the next inspired action to take. And when they take inspired action, they get inspired results. How do I do all this? I'm a certified high performance coach. I do it with personal development, which is what certified high performance coaching is, and I do it with a little bit of a spiritual flair. I am also an inspired results coach, which means I take things like law of attraction and general spirituality and metaphysics and rituals and all of that, and I put that all together so that you're working on personal and spiritual growth at the same time. Personal and spiritual growth at the same time, because they go hand in hand. They go hand in hand. The more you grow personally, the more you grow spiritually, and the more you grow spiritually, the more you go personally. But the thing is that maybe not most, but a lot of people want to walk a spiritual path, and they want to progress spiritually, and they're struggling, and it's because they're not working on their personal growth. You need both personal growth and spiritual growth in order to fulfill your human potential and your purpose. So if that's of interest to you, check out my new Inspired Creator community.
Mm-hmm.
The Inspired Creator Community is both spiritual and personal growth. You can, I'll put the link up above, I think it's over here. I will put the link up for you so that you can click on the link and go to the Inspired Creator Community and check it out. If you're just interested in certified high performance coaching, not just, but if you're interested in high performance coaching, you want to focus on personal development, then you can click on this link above and go to it's a sales page, but scroll on down until you see the application for high performance coaching for a free strategy session, a breakthrough strategy session. We'll get on the phone for 90 minutes or so, and you and I will talk and see if we're a good fit to work together. But I promise you, you will take away tips, strategies, things you can create into habits. You'll have aha moments, you'll have big insights, and you can put all of this to use immediately whether you work with me or not. So why not check it out? Why not take me up on my offer to do something for you for free and give you this breakthrough strategy session? I also have group certified high performance coaching, and if you don't know what you want or you just want to meet me and see if we're a fit to work together, go to ninaamir.com and click on the offer to do a free short 15-minute strategy session with me, and we'll just see what we can do together, and if anything. But it would be my honor and my pleasure to work with you, even for just a little while, to help you get from where you are to where you want to go a little bit faster, because that's what we all want. We all just want to fulfill our desires, live fully, be happy, be connected, have more of all the good things in life. So if I can help you, reach out to me, and until then, go out there and achieve more inspired results.